help if I actually hit record. Damn it. Hey, you wonderful weirdos. I hope that you're having an amazing day. And if not, this art activity is exactly what you are needing. Trust me. I've had a hell of a day today and just want to turn my brain off and need a little me time. So what I'm doing is I've decided to just color in a coloring book. So the one I'm using is a page printed off of my very own custom color coloring book that you can find on my website. The link's below. And the page that I chose was the one that makes me laugh the most because I love to laugh and it's healing. It says, hot damn. And it is just a bunch of florals and leaves and it's so much fun. So you can choose whatever you want. You can use pencil crayons, markers, paint, whatever medium you like working in. And it doesn't need to be professional grade. It can be from the dollar store, it can be cheap. It doesn't need to be really expensive. Art should be accessible to everyone and cost should never be a barrier. And you can get some really good stuff at the dollar store when you're looking. So let's get to it. So what I chose to do is I printed this coloring page off on one of my lightweight 8.5 by 11, I believe was the size, watercolor papers that I have. I have to trim them down myself, so I'm sure this size is a little messed up in the margins because detail orientation is not my thing. And I'm using these watercolor brushes, and I've used them before. I wasn't really crazy about it, but I didn't want to write them off. I wanted to try them again in this way. And I'm just going to go through and just pick whatever colors I want and fill it in, and then at the very end I am going to use water to soften up the colors, have them bleed into each other, and go from there. So coloring is one of the easiest ways to relax and de-stress. There's so many different types of coloring books out there. Coloring books dedicated to cats, to animal, or I guess a cat's an animal, but I mean, if you're a cat lover, you have them on a different pedestal. Florals, buildings, swear words, because who doesn't love coloring in a swear word and making you laugh? Just anything, and it doesn't need to necessarily be marketed to adults. If you see a coloring book, if you have kids and they have one and you want to use one of their pages, then why not? Coloring is also a really great way to integrate creativity into your life. If you do have a really full schedule, you can pick it up and color for 5 minutes and put it down again, and there's no cleanup if you're using crayons or colored pencils. You can pick one intricate design and work on it every day for a week or however long it takes you to complete, and you don't have to sit down and dedicate an hour and clean up and all of that stuff. So I highly encourage using coloring books, especially if becoming creative is new to you, and if you don't know where to start, this is a good place to start, is I guess what I'm trying to say. I really love the bright colors of these watercolor brushes. They're a lot of fun, and I'm pretty happy with how they're turning out. You can see I'm not being overly precise. I don't really care if it goes outside the lines. I'm just really enjoying the process, and I'm breathing in and breathing out, mindful of how that breath work feels. I love how the marker glides across the paper. You can really tune into your senses and be present, which is extremely healing. Let me know what you decided to color this week. Tag me on my Instagram at electric.strokes. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Insta, Pinterest, all the socials. Give me a shout out, and I would love to see what you created. I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful day. Thanks for joining me this week. Take care.